Yeah, family. Yeah, AJ was out there with them Jersey boys. Yeah, that Mississippi boy came to Jersey. All the Eagles fans live in Jersey. You know what I mean? And he came to Diamond Gym with them Jersey Bulls. It's different over here, man. It's different when you from Jersey because it's like it's survival of the fittest. It really is like that. Like go hard or go home. You can be depending on your work ethic and the time that you want, you could be in the depths of hell or you could be in the clouds of heaven. And we a lot of greatness comes out of this this state, because of the work ethic and the intelligence that we have. And I can go down a list of Jersey people and how great it is, and you know what I mean. And I talk like that because it's such a huge, huge, huge fan base of Eagles fans in New Jersey, especially South Jersey. South Jersey is pretty much, you know, Eagles Nation, and then even in North Jersey, but North Jersey Giants Nation. We know that. Some Jets, but Giants Nation. But yeah, you know what I mean. Jersey's such a pivotal part in the in the core fan base of the Philadelphia Eagles. And if you know, you know. So I don't really have to go into explanation because if you know, you know. So, most of the players, live in New Jersey. The kids go to school in New Jersey, the whole thing. And, so AJ got with the boys, and I'm proud of him. And, you seen the videos of the all season of all the work he was doing. When it was 100 degrees outside, he was outside doing his thing. And, and then you seen the videos of him working out in Diamond Gym with those boys. And them boys don't play. They don't want to hear nothing. And you seen it pay off in the last game. He's always been strong. Always been strong. But this was another level this year. It's on another level, man. Like, whoa, what he did to, what was the boy's name? I forgot, Williams, or whatever the boy's name. And then what he did to Forbes, that was, part of that came from that, working out with them Bulls. Because now they make you push yourself so hard and so far that you realize what you truly, truly are capable of. So he's like, y'all thought it was sweet? Come here. Stepped over. I ain't never seen a catch like that. I don't know. You bring up a catch like that. I mean, of course, it's the NFL. It's catches like that, you know what I mean, probably before. But for you to catch the ball, the defender's on your back, and then you get it. As soon as you catch it, he's on you, and you hit him with your shoulder, and he buckles. Like, it's not like you hit him out the way. You hit him, and he goes down. That's power. That's next level strength. And, testament to them boys at the Diamond Gym. You know what I mean? You've seen the videos. They go hard, man. They go super hard out there. Like, it's crazy. And AJ was there going hard with him. And it just shows how much AJ wants to be number one. And technically, AJ is the number one receiver in the league. He just doesn't get the targets. But really, if you want to go pound for pound, the best receiver, A.J. Brown is better than Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson. Now, and then you go to accolades too, because at the end of the day, a big reason why the Eagles have been so successful is A.J. Brown. Nobody wants to talk about it, but even if he doesn't get the ball, he seeks so much attention, it affects the game. You have to account for him. And if you don't, you see the results. So, I don't see, not saying that Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson don't do that for their respected teams. I just don't see them doing it the same way that AJ does. And AJ's got the ring, baby. You know what I mean? It is what it is. He's got the ring. We got the ring. Speaking of the ring, shit. Might as well, yeah. Might as well. Might as well. Oh, you see them pop out, baby. Oh, they popped out. They popped out. Go Birds, baby. Go Birds. We outside. I told my shorty I'm just going to walk around like this on these bitches. You feel me? Yeah, go do that. You know what I mean? I'll let. Nah, I'm lit. But yeah, man. You know, we got this, and the big part of this is because of AJ. So we're gonna be talking like this now and shit. Like, but he's out. But yeah, man. He's really put in the work and it's showing. It's like it's one thing to see somebody working out and doing all these things, working in 100-degree weather, working out with those bulls and you know what I mean. That's a big deal for a professional athlete, somebody as popular, as famous, as important, you know, for his team as an AJ Brown to be working out with some true, you know, warriors. And it showed, you know, especially at the top. It's like he already at the top, and and now his little quote or speech after the Super Bowl makes sense because you know he showed it. He showed that he wants to get better, and in his mind, he's the number one receiver, and he's like, okay, I got to prove it, and by any means necessary. And you know the way that he's put in that work, man, it's showing, and it's commendable because you know he could easily be like, all right, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm the champ. We did our thing. I'm still gonna be AJ Brown, but it's whatever. Nah, he's like, I want to be the best, and I'm gonna put the work in, and it showed, man. He won us that game. I mean, everybody you could say collectively, but come on, man. AJ won us that game, man. If AJ doesn't have the plays that he has, we lose. He opened up the game for everybody. He opened up the game for Devontae. He opened up the game for Smitty. He opened up the game for Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? All that running, all those other, you know, all that beautiful offensive coordinating that was finally happening in the second half of that game happened because AJ opened it up. He tore it open for everybody. So now, boom, we can hit Goddard. Boom, we can hit Devontae. Boom, Saquon gets his. So it's like first down. And that's all because of, you know, because he did, like, think about it. He's done it, and he's done it for multiple years. He's making all these catches in pressure situations, 30 and 10s, 30 and 10, 30 and 10s. He did it in the NFC Championship last game. He did it in the Super Bowl last year. And you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, he's on another level, and it's because of his talent and his hard work. And as they always say, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So when you got a talented person that works hard, that's when you get greatness. And that's what AJ's, you know, showing, man. And it's a beautiful thing to see, you know. And I'm just glad that, you know, he has that work ethic. And it's very inspiring. It's not just inspiring to you know, young people, but, you know, older people, everybody, you know what I mean? Because hard work pays off, and he's shown that hard work he put in during the offseason paid off. There's no other wide receiver running and boom rushing and pushing people over like AJ Brown. He's manhandling men. So, you know, shout out to AJ. You know, we all know, you know his real name. I know his real name. I ain't gonna say it like that. This is gonna fucking shit. My name's Leslie. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But shout out to AJ, and you know, shout out to the birds. You already know. And you know, I mean, it's no. I could just end with this. I just end with this. You know what I mean? Go birds. See you again. Hopefully I get another one. I never got the first one because I was like, it's the first one. That's cool. I always said I was going to get it, but I was like, you know, whatever. I ain't really care, but that's so much because I knew a person that had it, and I used to wear his, you know, take pictures with it. And I'm like, it's cool. But this second one with the wings out, for those wings to pop out, boy. For those wings to pop out, I had to do it. I had to do it, boy. And I carry really well because I'm a big guy. So, like, my girlfriend was like, it's going to be too big for you, blah, blah. I mean, I can handle it. It's big as hell, don't get me wrong. But for my size of a man, I can handle it. You know, I'm able to do, I'm functional. I can do stuff. I can drive with it and all that. So, you know, get you one, man. I'll say you get you one. All Eagles fans, get you one, man. It's you know, it's just a great way to show, you know, our victory, because these are our glory years, man. These are our glory years. It's never been like this, man. It's never been like this. Never been like this. Never been like this never won so many games, never, just been to the mountaintop multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like, we used to go to a lot of NFC championships back in the day, in the early 2000s and all that. But multiple Super Bowls in the last 3 years. Like, we went to a Super Bowl, playoffs, Super Bowl game, and won. And we've been in playoffs all these, last several years. And and AJ's a huge part of that. Huge. He doesn't get half the credit he deserves. Half. Getting AJ Brown made us a Super Bowl team. Made us a Super Bowl contender. We were okay. We were there. We was in a fight. But getting AJ put us over the top. You know what I mean? AJ Brown might be the greatest Eagles wide receiver of all time. Shout out, honorable mentions, of course, Terrell Owens, Alshon Jeffrey, and my favorite, DeSean Jackson. DeSean Jackson's my favorite wide receiver of all time, to be honest with you. He doesn't get enough credit, especially for the size that he was. Like, DeSean was you can't teach speed, and you can't beat it either. Can't teach it or beat it. And that's why that little guy with that little frame used to terrorize the whole NFL. Big shout out to DeSean Jackson. I don't know if you ever remember, I met you in Utah at the airport. We had a good time, chatted it up. That was right after you got, I met DeSean Jackson at the airport in Utah. I was out for a business convention. And I'm walking through the airport, Salt Lake City, and I'm like, I see him, but I'm like, nah. Then I see the luggage he had. It was Louis. I'm like, oh, that might be him. So I walked up to him. I said, yo, are you who I think you are? He was like, yeah. And I was like, man, I'm sick. And him and his boy just started laughing. I'm like, I'm sick, bro. I'm a diehard Eagles fan. This was just when Chip Kelly traded him and all that. So we got to chop it up. He was real. I got a picture of it on my Instagram. Shout out to DeSean Jackson, man. Like, and it's crazy. But yeah, man, back to AJ, man. Back to AJ. And, the work ethic that he's put in, and it's showing why it's even crazier now than before. And it was already crazy. Let's not act like AJ wasn't already bonkers. That's why it's always been so much contentment about not getting him the ball enough, because everybody's like, he's a $100 million man for a reason. He's worth more than that, to be honest. But yeah, he's a $100 million wide receiver for a reason, because he's literally unstoppable. So, it's just a testament to his work ethic. He was like, I ain't gonna give it to me, I'm gonna take it. And he really won us that game. He did. You know what I mean? Shout out to everything that Jalen did. Shout out to Jalen. Jalen's the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now. Shout out to Smitty. Smitty's one of the most clutchest players if not the clutchest wide receiver. Him and AJ, they go, my old, that boy Butter, he be talking about Smith and Brown. Yeah, them boy. But AJ's on another level. It's one thing for a receiver to catch the ball. That's hard enough. It's another thing for a receiver to get yards after catch. Yards after catch take you from good to great, from consistent to elite. When you can catch that ball and you can, make a man miss or get a man, he going through niggas. He ain't even making them miss. It's like they on him and they just can't do nothing about him. He's like a cyborg out there, bro. And that's that's a testament to that work he put in Jersey, B. Them Bulls out there in Diamond Gym. Shout out to y'all, man. Big shout out to y'all, man. Big shout out to y'all, man. Y'all very inspiring for it. Everybody. And that's real. Real recognized real. But yeah, this is the biggest reason, one of the biggest reasons, but I think the biggest reason why AJ, minus his heart and his soul and, him being one of the most talented players ever being, put on a pair of cleats for the NFL. But yeah, that work they put in with them Jersey boys, you already know, Jersey strong, baby. Go Birds.